Motivation is what gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going.
For you, I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Higher, saying I.
Welcome back to another episode of Beauty Behind the Eyes with Azaria Monet. I'm so glad to be here, and today we'll be talking about discipline versus motivation. Now, this isn't going to be too long, but it's going to be long enough for you to take home some tips and address some of the issues you may be struggling with in yourself. This topic was very heavy on my heart because this is something that I've struggled with personally myself, and I want to come and tell you guys, like, at the end of the day, whatever you're doing, this is not a race, it's a marathon. And I first want to go ahead and break down what it doesn't mean to be disciplined, what does it mean to be motivational, what does it mean to feel motivated. And so motivation is temporary. Motivation is very temporary. Sometimes you're like, oh, I feel like doing this, but the next you lack that motivation. Discipline is doing something. That's the backbone. That is what's going to keep you consistent to making sure you're doing what you have to do. Discipline is doing things when you don't even feel like it. That's where the discipline comes in, and that's a lot that we tend to struggle with. I know within myself, sometimes I struggle with that, but I literally have to tell myself I have to do it even when I don't even feel like it. And you guys may have felt like, oh my gosh, one week you're like, oh, I feel motivated to start this new thing, start this new goal that I've been trying to reach for a long time. And then a week goes by and you haven't even done anything. And it's like you're back to square one. And if you felt like you've been in that place, I have myself. Sometimes I still struggle with that. I'm currently working through that. All right. And motivation is kind of like one of those things that comes and goes. It's only temporary. It's a temporary feeling. You're feeling so excited. You're feeling so energized, and then it goes away. And that's what leads to a lot of our failure, is because we only rely on motivation when we really need to rely on discipline. So what is discipline? Doing it when you don't feel like it. You have to do it. Listen, that's the only way you're going to be able to meet your goals, if you are staying disciplined, okay? Doing when you don't feel like it. So if that's you starting a new task, if that's you starting a new goal that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, then that's what you have to do. Again, discipline is doing regardless of how you feel afterwards, building those habits. And so for myself, I personally struggle with discipline, but I literally have to get up and do it when I don't feel like it. Like, for me, that's like, okay, guys, I love to work out. I love going to the gym. As you guys can see, I literally have on my workout attire because I'm about to go to the gym right now. But staying disciplined has truly led me to being where I am today. I literally had to get up and do things even when I don't even feel like it. That's where the discipline comes in. There's times where I just want to lay in bed. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like committing to this goal that I set for myself. But I have to tell myself I have to do it for my future self, and I keep that in mind. And that honestly is what keeps me disciplined, because yes, there are days where I feel more motivated than others, but if I only rely on motivation, if you only rely on motivation, you are not going to get far. Okay, you are not going to get far. Okay, you have to stop waiting till I feel like it. You have to stop making excuses. Oh, I'm tired, I don't have time, I'll do it tomorrow. Because that's what I would say for myself. I would always say, I'm just gonna do it tomorrow, I'm gonna do it next week, and then 2 weeks goes by and I have not done anything. Okay, like, listen, you guys, I can literally attest to it for myself. I've been through it. I understand. I can literally attest to it to myself. There's times where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing tomorrow, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I'm gonna continue to make excuses and everything. And honestly, you have to keep in mind, you can't always compare yourself to others either. You can't compare yourself to others either. You get what I'm saying? Like, you cannot compare yourself to others, because you don't know what it took for people to get to where they want to be. So you have to rely more on discipline than motivation. Okay, that is the whole point. It is easy to feel motivated. Sometimes you don't feel motivated. If you only rely on motivation, you're not going to meet your goal, and you're going to be like, whoa, it's me. And we're not trying to do this since we're in the great lock-in in September. Okay, so let's talk about some habits that is going to help you stay disciplined and motivated, but rely on discipline. Okay, accountability. You have to be accountable. Accountability is the biggest thing. You have to hold yourself accountable. When you don't hold yourself accountable, that's when you're not going to meet your goals knowing you need to meet. Okay, hold yourself accountable. Have those self reminders. Okay, in order for me to do this thing, I need to get this done first. I need to make sure I commit to this goal and before I do something else. That's literally what I tell myself. I'll be like, you know what, I can't go out this weekend unless I get X, Y, and Z done. And if I don't get it done, no going out for me. You know what I'm saying? That holds me accountable. My friends, the people that you have in your circle also is very important, and quality people that are in your circle, that's very important because they're going to hold you accountable. Like my friends, we hold each other accountable. We'll be like, girl, did you get it in? Did you get your thing done? Did you get what you said you was going to do done? And if not, I just know I'm going to hear it. But like that keeps me accountable. So I have little reminders. I use Notion. Notion is a really good note taker app that I use on my iPad. But I'll use Notion and I'll write down my daily goals for the day. I'll write that down. I'll set reminders, and it holds me accountable to get it done, because I know if I said that I committed to do something, if I committed to my goal, then I'm going to make sure I'm doing it. I'm not about to just bail on my future self, because at the end of the day, this is just the beginning of something. So accountability is the most important part. Okay, listen, making sure you're holding yourself accountable is so important. I'm telling you. Like, I kid you not, it's very, very important. And when you're not doing that, it's just not gonna work. Okay, listen, make small negotiables. Make small non-negotiables that you're gonna commit to. So if that's you going to the gym, if that's you making sure you're journaling in the morning, if that's you making sure you're taking your daily walks, make those small non-negotiables. Because when you set like really, really big goals, which you can set really, really big goals, but when you put so much high expectation of you, it tends to lead from failure, because again, you're not feeling motivated, you're not feeling disciplined. So set those small non-negotiables that you know you can commit to on a daily basis, and that's going to build over time from that. So setting that is going to make a big difference, I promise you guys. Okay, also please be sure to make sure you're planning ahead, using your calendar, using what you got to do for the day. Plan out your week. That is what's going to keep you motivated. That's what's going to keep you disciplined, because you already planned out, you already put down on your calendar what you said you were going to commit to. So making sure you abide by that and making sure you do it, that is what's going to help you when you are just planning ahead and doing things that you have to do. Okay, also make that mind shift in your mind, like, I'm just going to do it anyway. Like, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care, I'm going to get this done. That is what keeps you disciplined over motivation every single time. I tell my clients this: you can feel motivated one minute and then you don't the other minute, and then you don't do anything because you haven't put that discipline within your life. You have to be disciplined in order to get things done. Getting up when you don't feel like it, that's where the real growth starts. So the biggest takeaway that I want you to have from today is that motivation is temporary. It is temporary. It does not get you truly to where you want to be all the time. And discipline is the most important factor, because it's that long-term battle that you're going to have. It's that long-term backbone that you're going to have to keep on staying consistent. Keep on doing it when you don't feel like it. And you have to make a mindset shift in your mind that at the end of the day, you're going to do what you have to do. You're going to get it done regardless of anyone. You're not going to let anything come in between that, even your own feelings, even your own emotions. And sometimes we literally act off emotions. Sometimes we lead everything with emotion. But you have to literally put your emotions away and do what you said you were going to do in order for you to stay disciplined. Discipline is what's going to get you moving, even on the days where you don't even feel like it, even when you don't even feel like getting up. And like I said, I've been there. I've struggled with that in myself. So you have to set those small takeaways. You have to set those takeaways where you're actually going to apply to yourself. Don't just listen to this and not take anything away from it. No, discipline versus motivation. Discipline over motivation every single time. Okay? Listen, we don't have time for you to continue to make those excuses like, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week. I get it, because you have to get so tired of making excuses for yourself that at the end of the day, you're going to get it done. I've gotten so tired of making excuses for myself, you guys, and I had to tell myself I need to be disciplined. Discipline is going to only get me to as far as I want to go. So staying disciplined, doing what you have to do at the end of the day is going to be be, I promise you, it's going to make such a big difference. And just imagine how proud of yourself you're going to be when you commit to that goal because you relied all on that discipline. You get what I'm saying? Discipline every single time, and staying consistent. Consistency over feelings every single time. Staying consistent is the only way you're going to be able to grow into the person that you want to be. So if you want to make that change within yourself, you have to stay consistent. You have to staying consistent even when you don't feel like it. Okay, there's times where I don't even feel like it. I'm telling you guys, your girl be struggling sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, I be struggling sometimes, but I know how hard of a worker I am. I know where I want to be in my future life. And I know in order for me to get there, I got to stay, disciplined, and I have to stay consistent at all times, even when I don't even feel like it. And that's when you get up and make that change. So you don't realize that you're holding yourself back, babes. You are the only one holding yourself back, not nobody else. All right. So don't compare yourself to others, because you have to be disciplined. You have to stay consistent and do what you have to do to get it done. Okay. Listen, I am saying it from another internet bestie to another sister, okay? You have to get it done. Stop making those excuses and just do it, okay? We are in the great lock-in. It is now September 15th. We are almost to the end of the year, and if you want to make a, lock in and make a difference within yourself, within your life, you have to get up and do what you gotta do, okay? We are almost to the end of the year, and you have to stop making these excuses now, okay? So make sure you wrote everything down you needed to from this episode, okay? Got everything that you need, because I promise you, we are in this together, and you are not the only one in this situation. But again, in order for you to be destined of your life, in order for you to get to where you want to be, you have to work hard, you have to stay disciplined, and you have to stay motivated, and you have to stay consistent at all times at the end of the day, okay? So again, if you only act when you're motivated, then you're never going to get to where you want to be. Okay, so if this really resonated from you, if you have some key takeaways, go ahead and put in the comments what is keeping you disciplined, what tips that you use to stay disciplined. We are knocking out motivation, okay? We are staying disciplined. We are staying consistent. So if you want to start going to the gym, if you want to start a business, if you want to start whatever you want to do within your goals, you have to get it done. And at the end of the day, you got to stay consistent, stay disciplined. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel below this. Please be sure to follow me on all platforms. This podcast will be on Spotify, Apple Music, and I think I got it on iHeartRadio as well. Okay, I got it on iHeartRadio as well, but it's on all platforms. Okay, and make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, Azaria Monet. Make sure you guys like, comment, and let me know how you guys liked it. Tell a friend. Again, you guys, a new podcast episode will be out every single week. Okay, and I would just love to know how you guys liked it and how you guys enjoyed it, because I want this to be a safe space for all of us, even myself. This is kind of a way for me to just get everything out and how I feel, and also just give you guys the tips that is helping me, because listen, I am wanting to make a positive impact on anyone that comes across my platforms, and this is the way that I know how. Also, you guys, I do have a challenge starting September 22nd. The Thick and Fit Challenge is a 4-week challenge, so if you are interested, please be sure to follow me on Instagram, click the link in my bio and go to it. If you are looking into strength training, if you are looking to build that bump and lose some extra fat, this is the challenge for you. It is only $35, so please make sure to either DM me thick, okay, or click that link in my bio to get started today. I will see you guys next time on the next episode. I love you guys, my internet besties. You guys have an amazing day. Bye.